Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm going to be letting the family take over the kitchen today, primarily my husband Clint. Now, when Clint says he's going to make something, usually the kids all think, oh good, because they know it's going to be something that's not jam-packed with veggies like boring old mum would normally do. It's going to be something yummy and something a bit treaty. So what he's making, he has asked me to stick around for narration purposes because apparently that's my forte. He's going to make something that has got several different names. It's more commonly known as a Dutch baby or a Dutch baby pancake. It's also known as a German pancake. It is very similar to a Yorkshire pudding. It is also known as a popover. I've also seen it called a Bismarck or a Hootenanny. Please tell me I didn't just swear in a foreign language. It could be, you know, breakfast, brunch, lunch type thing. We were going to make it for lunch today, but we just went that onto it, so it's gonna be dinner. So I'm gonna call it brunner, but breakfast for dinner. So we're doing 2 big ones. We're doing 3 eggs for every big Dutch baby pancake, whatever you want to call it. So we've got 6 eggs. With each egg you're putting in, you need 1/3 of a cup of milk. What are we putting in? Bacon, onion and eggs in ours.
Yep.
So we are making these savoury. However, you can also make these sweet. So when you are making the sweet version, normally you'd put like a bit of vanilla essence or something into the pastry, fill it with berries, bit of icing sugar, but we are making the savoury, so bacon, eggs, onion. Clint was, because we have to pre-cook the bacon for the middle, he's using the pans that we're going to cook these Dutch pancakes in to cook the bacon in, because then you're left with a bit of flavour of the bacon, so it will also actually flavour the batter a little bit.
We need Aston and Sam to break 3 eggs into the blender.
3 eggs each
Blender.
or just simply 3 eggs?
3 eggs each. How many bits of shell do you reckon they're going to get in there?
Many bits of shell.
Right, where you go?
Olivia's the only one that has put shell. She actually has, but I've done it too.
Right.
So I can't say.
I think you've all got shell in things many times,
Yeah.
as have I.
This is Sarah's homemade salt. So we need 1/4 teaspoon for every egg. So we need 1.5 teaspoons of salt in that. Here, I'll do this one.
That might be safest. We don't want to oversalt this.
2 teaspoons of sugar each.
Normally in a Yorkshire pudding, you don't put sugar.
And it's supposed to be 1 per egg, but I like cutting down sugar as much as possible. So now we have to stick 6 of these in here, but Dad's going to do this part because it could be messy. And now the children are going to do what they do best and clean up the kitchen. And in 20 minutes we're going to be back.
Right, the bacon's coming out.
First things first, I'm going to chop this up into little bitty bits. All that.
That's not bad. That's why you need an oven glove.
Glove.
I just
Well,
put what's on the oven.
Right.
Of course, there's already a bit on there from the bacon, but
Yeah, so we
just
don't
make
need
sure
much.
it's easy. So.
Actually, it's probably enough as it is.
The last time we actually put 5 eggs in one pan, and that was just a little bit much.
Right. Hot, 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 hot.
So that has just come down out of the oven. It's actually looking quite puffy at the moment, but it will sort of flatten out a bit. The other one just needed a bit longer. Olivia's going to dress these. We're actually just doing them one at a time. This one was ready way before the other one. So I'm just going to sprinkle half the onion on. And then half the bacon. And then, because we've just got 5 eggs left, We'll make it so that we've got 1 egg each. This is the slightly bigger pan, so I'll put 3 eggs on there. So then we're going to put this back in the oven just until the eggs are nicely cooked.
Look at that. Look at the brilliant gorgeousness that has
Gorgeousness. So it took about 8 minutes to get the perfect eggies there.
That looks good. And now
It does.
remember how last time it came out really easy? Because
Last time we cooked it in that other pan.
boom, look at that. A little bit of salt and pepper, now I think, and a little bit of tomato sauce. This is so much yummier than pizza crust. Plus it's a good project, it's cheap, and it's something different for the kids to experiment cooking on and get everyone involved in the kitchen. And it's the family times that we remember. So
It is.
Cool.
It's yummy and treaty.
The base sauce is nice and fluffy and very yum.
That's right. Right.
Bear with.
It's nice and light and fluffy, and it's very unique. I love the crust. Nice
Awesome.
and crunchy.
Yeah, I mean that base, very reminiscent of Yorkshire pudding. It is yummy. It is fluffy on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Bacon goes brilliantly. I like that the onions have got a little bit of bite to it. They're not, of course, they weren't pre-cooked. You've got to smoosh the egg yolk round. Tiny bit of tomato sauce. Hit like, leave a comment, subscribe, and make some of this. Oh yeah.